So a lot of us think that we are not noobs in Fortnite. You know, maybe we've gotten 1 or 2 victory royales, but unfortunately, a lot of us are thinking wrong. Even if you do get a few dubs in Fortnite, you can still be classified as a noob, no matter how many people you kill or how good you think you are at the game. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 things that noobs do in Fortnite Battle Royale, and make sure to watch through the entire video to make sure that you don't do any of these things that we're going to be talking about. Unfortunately, I know that I used to do a few of these, sometimes just for fun, and sometimes, you know, I would try and win the game by doing this stuff. So if you guys do anything on this list, make sure to comment down below if you are a noob or not. So jumping right into number 10 is bush camping. So, of course, the notorious bush camping. Admit it, we've all done it at one point. You know, maybe we were playing with our cousin or something. You know, we shimmer our way into some bushes in the middle of the circle and hope to God that nobody sees us because we can't build for crap. Yeah, we've all been there. I understand. You know, it's been rough. Maybe you've even gotten a few victories with this method. But the truth is, you shouldn't be bush camping, you know? If you're bush camping, that means you are a noob at the game. You know, you need to hide out to win. And a lot of the time, you know, of course you won't win. So yeah, bush camping is definitely not something that you should be doing. And I have a compilation of bush campers just getting trolled and destroyed by other streamers. Check it out right here.
Wait. Watch. You won't know. Watch this. Ready? Wait. Oh, this guy's about to get bushed.
Number 9, no keybinds. So if you're not using keybinds, then honestly, you're a big noob. There's no way you can be running around with your scroll wheel, or, you know, if you are on console, if you don't have Builder Pro on, there's no way, you know, you could be classified as anywhere near to what, you know, a good player would be. Because honestly, facing the facts, you know, you can't be scrolling through the scroll wheel just to find your certain gun, or hitting Q and then go into your build thing and then, you know, scroll some more. It's just not very ethical. If you're using a keyboard and mouse, definitely make some keybinds. It will change your gameplay drastically. As well as on console, you know, turn on Builder Pro, try it out. It does feel weird at first, but once you get the hang of it, you will get a lot better. So yeah, make sure to be using your keybinds. Number 8, Stairway to Heaven. Alright, so I admit that I've done this quite a few times with my friends just to kind of, you know, have a little bit of fun. We weren't necessarily going for anything, but Stairway to Heavens were just so fun back in the day. But nowadays, it's just kind of obsolete now. Everybody will just shoot you down because everybody looks behind them and in the air and whatnot. You know, sometimes you can get away with it, but if you do this now, you're more than likely just a noob trying to get a quick dub by hiding from everybody else. And now with redeployable gliders, it's a lot easier to do this, unfortunately. So yeah, if you are doing Stairway to Heavens, I know they're fun. Sometimes you just gotta have some fun. But if you're doing this to win, then you're a big fat noob. Number 7, not building. So if you don't build in Fortnite, then honestly just go to PUBG or Blackout, honestly. Like, there's this huge stereotype for Fortnite for having the rep of just, oh, you know, you gotta build one by ones, you gotta build walls. Well, this game has that stereotype for a reason, because building is what keeps you alive in this game. You know, you can't win any games really without building unless you get very, very lucky. You know, building is the core to everything. Almost everybody I run into now has the ability to build, but I actually found some gameplay from old Fortnite, like I'm talking right when it came out, of people playing this game, and it's so funny because literally nobody builds. It's just a bunch of gunfights and whatnot. Check it out right here. Number 6, inventory management. So inventory management, this is actually very crucial to your game. This also goes along with keybinds, you know. Me personally, I like to run an AR in my first slot, shotgun in my second, and then, you know, maybe a sniper or a grappler or something in my third. And then in my fourth, I do keep an SMG or something that I can quickly switch to just to get some close range kills. And then of course, after that, I keep my meds. It's different for everybody, but make sure to have yourself, you know, a good customizable loadout. If you're not doing this, you are a big noob. Honestly, like, this is like one of the most basic tips everybody needs to have down. So yeah, inventory management is a big issue that noobs tend to have issues with. Number 5, thinking skins equals skill. So bear with me on this one. Basically, a lot of noobs tend to have this mindset of if you buy a skin, you're just automatically good at the game, which obviously this is not true. You know, with the whole default skin movement, of course, you know, Tfue bringing it back. Default skins, of course, can be just as good as having, you know, a really expensive skin, you know? Maybe you're running around with your nice and fancy Calamity skin. You got the battle pass all maxed out. You're chilling. You think you can just kill anybody. But on the other hand, you got Tfue running over here in his default skin and you just get absolutely clapped by him. Like, honestly, skin does not equal skill. You know, maybe back in the day this may have been the case just because not a lot of people really bought skins, and if you did buy a skin in this game, you were pretty serious about it. So if you think that if you buy a skin you're automatically better at the game, you might as well just label yourself as a noob. Number 4 is not paying attention to the storm. So maybe you land Pleasant Park, you know, you're chilling, you're looting up, you get in a fight, and then you kill that person. You're thinking, oh, you know, all is good. But then all of a sudden you have to run 20 miles all the way over to Greasy Grove because you weren't paying attention to the storm. I gotta admit, I've done this quite a few times. You know, I might even be a noob here. But listen, guys, you gotta be paying attention to that storm, making sure that you're in the clear, or make sure that you have a med kit, something to get you out of that storm safely. If you can do this, then you of course are not a noob, but make sure that you are paying attention to that storm at all times. Number 3, dropping locations. Alright, so dropping locations is one of the main reasons why noobs stay noobs. You know, they drop somewhere where not a lot of people go, you know, maybe Lonely Lodge. They may encounter a couple of other noobs there, and they think they're all good because they can survive up to like the top 20 or 30 or something like that, and then they get killed by the first person they see. Well, if you do this, then you are absolutely a noob because you're not dropping at places that have a lot of people. If you drop at places that do have a lot of people, at first, of course, you're gonna be dying a bunch. It's gonna suck. But once you start getting the hang of those places, then you'll know the ins and outs. You'll be getting much better at the game. You know, my gameplay started shifting towards me being a little bit better at the game and getting out of that noob category once I started going to Tilted Towers. Literally every single game I would just drop there, get some guns, you know, just absolutely just try to kill everybody in there. Of course, I would die a ton, but I would die with a few kills in my pocket. So that aggression is what you need to get better at the game. And then once you do get better, then you can start branching out and dropping at less volume locations. I think Ninja said it best here. This is how you can get better. Ninja's own words. I'm going to play that clip right here.
How can you get better and improve at the game? Do not judge how you are progressing as a player by your wins. And don't go for wins when you start playing a Battle Royale. You need to go for kills. You need to play, learn how to build, learn the mechanics of the game, learn where the chests are, be aggressive until you feel comfortable enough that you can win enough fights or win any 1v1 fight, really, and then you can go for the wins and slow down your play style. But until then, stop going for wins, because just because you win a game, that doesn't mean you're good at a Battle Royale game. You can get lucky, all right? That's how you can improve.
Number 2, not practicing. So practicing is pretty essential in this game, you know, especially if you're going into a tournament or something like that. You know, honestly, if you're a noob, you're definitely not getting into any tournaments. But anyways, you know, maybe you're wanting to play with your friend, but you guys just keep dying every single game. You may not even get down to the first 80 players or something like that. Hop into a playground and just scrimmage each other, you know, go into those build fights, learn some new techniques. It can help immensely. You will be so much better than what you were. It is actually crazy. Me and my friends started hopping in Playground right when it came out and having these build battles. It is extremely crucial to be doing this. It helps so much. So yeah, practicing with your friends is a huge advantage. So for the final topic, we have decision making. Decision making is absolutely crucial in this game. I know it may sound stupid, but decision making is everything, you know. Maybe if half of the last circle is on a mountain and half of the circle is, you know, a little bit down lower, of course, get on the mountain, seek the high ground. That is decision making at its finest. You know, you got to be making these crucial decisions. Maybe if you take some damage and you need to med up, that's a decision right there. You know, if you should go and just try and kill everybody, or if you should hide in a bush, of course, that is decision making right there. Just these little decisions, they can help so much. And once you start mastering, you know, what you should do in certain situations, you will become a much better player. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new. We got a ton of new content coming out every single week, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.